What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Upland Show. Today we're making an episode for the beginners out there. We want to help you know how to start in the right city, or what city should you start in Upland. I believe Vince recently invited one of his friends to join. This was like one of his biggest issues when he joined, right?
Yeah, that was D Fluffy Bunny, otherwise known as Emil. My buddy Emil, who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, he joined Upland, and within minutes, and by the way, Emil is very technical, number one, and number two, he is a gamer, okay? But he was in the game, and immediately he was like, what do I do? And I said, what city are you in? And he said, Staten Island. And I said, how'd you get to Staten Island? How'd you choose Staten Island? He's like, I don't know. I'm not sure how I got here. Nor do I know which property to buy. Obviously, I want to buy the lowest priced property. But you know, when he gets there as a brand new player, I know there's an orientation that you step through, right? The thing that you step through that tells you how to play. So he was informed of buying minting properties and buying the dark green properties of others who have purchased and then are reselling those. But did he really know that? I mean, how much of that orientation is actually that helpful? Once you get through that, now all of a sudden you're in a city, and he's like, now what do I do? Where do I find the cheapest property? So yeah, he was having a little bit of problems.
Okay, so yeah, in today's episode, we don't just want to tell you where to start. We want to do more of instead of giving you a fish, we want to teach you how to fish for the right information. So we hope this is that kind of like evergreen content. So what you do is you go to upland.me, you go to their website, and you go to Marketplace Analytics right here under the Community tab. And you're going to want to look for a city, because cities are constantly selling out. Upland will release a new city, and then it will sell out. So you're going to want to scroll down here in Marketplace Analytics, and you're going to want to go to the unminted properties section, okay? Sort it by FSA only. And this is for new players who can afford FSA properties. This is if you have 100,000 net worth in the game or less than $100 in the game, which we suggest to start with only putting $50 in with one of our referral codes. You can see the referral link in the description, and then the game will give you $75 or 75,000 UPIX, right? So sort by FSA properties, and then you're going to want to start sorting by city. So if we go to Santa Clara, for example, and the game gives you what, like 4,000 to 5,000 UPIX when you start. Look right here. If you were to start in Santa Clara, the cheapest property you can mint, there's only 231 available. The cheapest one you can mint is 15,000 UPIX. So if you're wanting to start low and not sure how much money you want to put in, definitely do not start in Santa Clara. So let's keep going through. Let's check Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City.
Missouri.
Look at this. The cheapest one you can get, 4.6K. Okay, that's more reasonable. 4,600 UPIX. There are 38,000 properties available for FSA properties. This is a great city to start in right now, probably for the next month or two or even 3 months. Let's keep looking. Nashville, I believe, has less, and I believe they're a little bit more than Kansas City. Yeah, Nashville, look, there's only 2,000 left, and the cheapest one is 7.2 thousand. I know that Cleveland, New Orleans, and Bakersfield, let's check New Orleans, but I believe the rest are almost all sold out. Looks like New Orleans is actually a pretty good one to start in. There's 7.8 thousand properties left, 4.8 thousand UPIX to start there, and I know a good one is Chicago, probably the best one to start in right now, because it's still a tier 1 city, and most of the other ones that you can still get FSA properties are not a top tier city. And look at that, there's close to 20,000 available properties. It's actually the cheapest one available right now. There's not a cheaper FSA property in the game as of December 2021 than Chicago.
Now, on this page, does it differentiate between the lowest mint price for FSA properties versus the lowest mint price for non-FSA?
Yes, because if we go to FSA false,
Oh, I see.
then it should change the lowest mint price
So if you're not
to 4.7K.
okay,
See
so
that?
not a huge difference, but there is a difference.
Yeah, and that's why FSA players do have an advantage,
Right.
because you immediately can buy the cheapest property in the game that nobody else has access to.
And since we're talking to beginners, I just want to remind those beginners that 4.5K is not $4.5 thousand. That is 4.5 thousand UPIX, which is equivalent
$4.50
$4.50
USD.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what we suggest for a getting started strategy in Upland. Go check the unminted properties. It's a great place to start.
Yeah, I would say too that on the surface, obviously looking for the lowest mint price is certainly one metric that a beginner would want to find or discover. But at the same time, the lowest mint price compared to the ratio of how many properties are available. Like for example, I know that in Chicago, so we're looking at Chicago right now. So the lowest mint price is $4.50. Yet there are 17,000 available properties for sale. Correct?
Exactly.
Those are mint. Those are
Available
those
to
are
be
unminted-
minted. Yeah.
Available to be minted properties, meaning that those properties are not very rare.
Yeah.
Meaning that your investment at $4.50 may not increase as fast as a city that you go into and may only have a few bucks more to spend for the lowest mint price, but
So
have
maybe
much
it's-
fewer available properties.
Yeah, so maybe it's smarter to start in Nashville, but you would have to put a few bucks into the game in order to afford some of those properties up front. Because the
But then-
game only gives you, 4,000 to 6,000 UPIX when you start. So you couldn't even afford the cheapest property in Nashville. But we suggest everybody puts at least $5 in the game. We highly suggest people use a referral bonus and put $50. That is the best.
Yep.
There's not a better starting strategy in
Absolutely.
the game of Upland than
Absolutely.
putting in $50, and the game gives you $75.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So let's just review really quick. So your deciding factors for which city to invest in first as a new beginner in Upland would be, one is the lowest mint price, the other is the number of available properties, and you want that to be as low as possible so that the rarity of those properties increases. The third piece is this a tier 1 or a tier 2, right?
Yeah.
A tier 1 obviously is ultimately long-term going to be more valuable. That's the theory, at least. So those are the three. A fourth might be if you have a personal affinity towards that particular location or city.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So we hope that helps. We hope this kind of helps you in your starting strategy. Definitely do not. I see a lot of players every day starting in San Francisco or starting in Manhattan. They're confused. Why can't I buy a property?
So expensive.
I have to pay 2,000 UPIX just to get to one of those cities. Like, don't make that mistake. We really hope this video helps you learn how to go see what city is available probably a month from now, 2 months from now. If you're watching this video in 2022, you're definitely going to need to come check which city isn't sold out yet. There might be completely new cities by then, and all of these could be sold out by that point.
Absolutely, because Loyal Doyle here will probably purchase the majority of these.
Although I can't purchase the FSAs, or
That's
I would.
right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.